I, the Shiche, Babu-LUMOR, WOR-LUMOR Kono, NUUMO BORKETEY LAWE the 33rd, render my unflinching support to this program. Accept my respects. Togbio, Nenemei, Ulomei, Nimei, Mamaga, Namei, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the press, all protocols observed. My presence here at WETA might look so surprising to many, but I am not new here. Our ancestors had known themselves and had collaborated in many traditions of old and had lived as one family before parting ways as humans to establish towns to live in. We have a connection, and that is a spiritual one. We worship and respect the Creator of both the heavens and the earth. Our spirituality expresses our loyalty to God and Aminra, who have nurtured the elements which provide for our stay and life. Do not forget, we have fire, wind, water, and the land. We worship them. We perform our rituals and rites to them for our healing and survival. Our communities depend on them. They are spirits, and none can mess up with them. We have gods of fire and lightning, gods of the sea and waters, gods of the wind and air, then gods of the land, which is the mother. We also have this in common. 1. We have symbols which are sacred, and some call them totem. 2. The spiritual narratives in folklore who tell about the past, present, and future, and exploits of our ancestors. It is through our form of worship that brings a whole community together to perform in unity. Our beliefs are unadulterated. When we talk of libation, we offer liquid offering to Mau or Yehovah as our form of communication to the Creator and other divine beings that reside among us. We were performing these rites or rituals before many other beliefs were brought up. Ours is the ancient, most, if not all, learned this form of ritual from us. We were living and practicing this act before others copied. 4 sons were born as grandchildren of Noah. Remember the man in the ark. When the rains fell for 40 days and 40 nights. We came from Ham, who was black among his brothers. Ham gave birth to Cush, Mizraim, Put, which is Libya, and Canaan. Tracing our descendancy, we are from Cush, Mizraim, which is Egypt, and Canaan. Egypt started with Amen-Ra, Canaan with the worship of God, and Cush came out with Sebu-Mekhe. We prayed to them or through them by pouring drink offering amid words of appreciation, praises, thanksgiving, requests, all in sobriety and respect. We started pouring libation long before Jesus Christ was born on earth. We are talking about the BCs. We sought for wisdom, knowledge, power, healing, protection, and birth. We built wonderful things that dazzle the world up to today. The pyramids, canals, boats, etc. Could you imagine this? Refer to the holy book of the Christians and the Torah of the Jews. You may Google or go to the library and research. In Numbers chapter 28 verses 7, it was stated that in the holy place of the temple, a strong drink shall be poured as offering to God. In Genesis chapter 28 verses 16 to 18, Jacob poured oil onto a rock as offering to God at Mizpah, which he later renamed as Bethel. In 1 Samuel chapter 7, verses 5 to 6, the Israelites under the prophet Samuel poured out water as libation to God at a place later to be called as Ebenezer. In 2 Samuel chapter 23 verse 16, David demanded water from the place his enemies were, at Jebus. When the water was brought to him, he poured it as a libation to his God. What is therefore wrong if we of the African traditional religion continue to pour libation? The problem with some religions is of the fact that they have been misled and brainwashed, forgetting that their books of guidance have not been changed. The records are there to show. With respect to rocks, we worship on rocks. What is wrong about these two? The Sebrebedu, Angmu rock, is in Nungwa. Over this rock which Nungwa worships, the Greenwich Meridian, known in geography as the longitude 0 degree, passes. That rock had been in existence before every human knowledge came to being. Nungwa has this rock in the south, and Britain has it in the north. Nungwa is therefore in the center of the world. True. Some prophets of old climbed and worshipped on rocks like Elijah did. Moses hit his rod against a rock, and he was punished by his God. He could not enter the promised land. Jacob poured libation on a rock. Water came out of rock from millions of years. People go to Jerusalem to speak to a rock for favors. They are today calling that rock as the Wailing Wall. Other persons go to Mecca, and as part of the ritual, they go round a solid rock covered with a black cloth for 7 times. They call the rock Kaaba. Jesus knelt on rock to pray. Yet when you are seen praying through rocks, water, land, wind, and fire, they blame you out of ignorance. Africa traditional religion is recognized by the Constitution of Ghana. Therefore, it is our fundamental right to worship the way our ancestors did, without interference, attack, or condemnation. Religiously, we spread across the length and breadth of the country and have practitioners of other religions joining us to perform. We do not coerce others to join us, but our doors are wide open, and one can easily walk in and out of one's own volition. Our practice permeates the very fabric of all institutions and families. We are a continuation of history, spirituality, and life. We demand a national holiday. The African traditional religion would wish to encourage worshippers to be true with their pouring of libation as a pure sacrifice to their maker. Ours is to protect life and property, call for peace and development, healing and societal tranquility. We bless the entire nation every now and then. We never shun the public or dissuade from national calls to assist and uphold the good name of Ghana. I, as the WOR-LUMOR chair, support the call on government, either now or succeeding government, to value our essence in society. We demand with all respect, but with urgency, a national holiday as recognition of our traditional values of the state. A day in September will be appropriate. Long live the spirituality of the African worship. Long live the WOR-LUMOR and traditional rulers. Long live Africanian mission. Long live Ghana. Thank you very much. Thank you.